Welcome back. Heading towards 24,500 is the Nifty, and it is being led by the Nifty Bank wholly and solely. 750 points higher now on the banking index. 51,550 is where the index is currently trading at the highest point of the day. Earnings reactions continue on both sides of the spectrum. Bandhan Bank, Yes Bank doing fairly well for themselves. Bandhan Bank, despite a weakish quarter, and Yes Bank also other income aiding profitability, but you can see the reactions on your screen. But what is not doing very well though is Indigo, and that is Interglobe Aviation. After a first net loss that it reported in nearly 2 years, the stock at one point was down almost 12%, a slight recovery from the lows of the day, but still on with losses of around 8.5%. What is also having a good day is CDSL, currently trading with gains of around 6% after the quarterly results reported over the weekend. But another company that reported results over the weekend was Shriram Finance, and that witnessed an improvement in its NIMs and its asset quality. Abhishek Kothari caught up with Umesh Revankar, the executive vice chairman, and began by asking him about the quarter gone by and how they see the credit demand going forward.
Yeah, the credit demand was quite good, much better than we anticipated. And I feel it is mainly due to the good rainfall, well spread out rainfall, better enthusiasm from the rural market. So rural market seems to be a little more active, and the demand seems to be quite good. So going forward, I feel, especially for next 6 months, the semi-urban and rural to have a better, stronger demand.
With respect to your CV financing, the AUM growth over there is about 14% YOY and about 2 to 3% sequentially. How much of it was transaction-led growth, and how much was it due to price volume growth that you saw over there?
See, if you look at the way industry is growing in CV, new vehicle sales have been flat or not really growing year on year. And if you had gone back to 19 to 22, the growth was negative. So supply of vehicles are much lower in the secondary market. Therefore, the ticket size of each of the transactions are higher. So most of the loan growth today, what you see, is because of the repricing or of the used vehicle. So it is basically volume-led rather than, it is a value-led rather than the number-led.
So do you expect, price correction in used CV over the next couple of years, and that can perhaps, indirectly put pressure on your asset quality as well?
The price will come down only when there is excess supply. I don't see any reason to be excess supply because the shortfall is so much. It may take at least another 4 to 5 years to have an excess capacity in the system, or unless the economy grows very slow below 5% GDP. Both are unlikely situation because the number of vehicle shortage is very high. The supply chain is still under a lot of strain because of that. So I do see a huge demand for vehicle. And people are not able to come to new vehicle market easily because the new vehicle prices have gone up by 30%. So if you compare with the 3 years back, the prices are up by 30-35%. So it is not very easy to come into new vehicle market and buy.
Well, sir, you mentioned that, it's not easy to enter new CV financing. We have another NBFC who in their con call did say that they intend to get into used CV financing because only 40% of the used CV in India are financed, and they see a huge opportunity over there. So what kind of loan growth do you expect going ahead? And will this, competition increasing put any pressure on growth for you?
There are many small finance companies across the country who are into vehicle financing, especially used CV. There are maybe around 4 to 5,000 small NBFCs are there. At least by being in the business for 30 plus years, I can tell you that at least 2,000 of them are into CV financing in a small or big way in different geographies. So there is enough penetration as far as the vehicle financing is concerned. But if you look at the large NBFCs, among the large NBFCs, we are the one of the largest in used vehicle. There's enough scope for anyone to come. But the only thing is, being and scaling it up. Building a team is more important because used vehicle business cannot be done by just hiring people. You need to build a team. You need to build the knowledge. You need to have certain experience in building the business.
It's a couple of high-yielding portfolio like the gold financing and the personal loans. For second quarter in a row, the growth rate over there is below your overall AUM growth, and that's impacting on your net interest margin as well. Net interest margin has been tapering down for last 2 quarters. Now, what is the outlook on net interest margin going ahead? And as and when, RBI cuts rate, how do you see your cost of funds behaving?
See, as far as the gold loan is concerned, we are preparing many more branches to get into gold financing because we believe that gold financing is much easier for our existing customer to come to our branch and get that additional benefit. On a personal loan, we are giving only to existing customer. When we lend to only existing customer who have certain track record, definitely the growth rate will be slower. You are right that the net interest margin may not expand beyond a certain level because we have a scale to grow in both personal and gold loan, and it will take some time for that kind of a scale.
Well, sir, your asset quality has been improving. Gross NPA ratio has been coming down. What is the outlook on credit cost as well as asset quality by, let's say, FY25?
We always have guided around 2. We should be able to maintain the current level or a little below that. And if you look at our gross stage 3, that also has been coming down, both gross and net, from 5.39 to 5.32. There is a scope for further improvement, and we'll definitely work on it.
So there are some rumors with respect to, regulatory concerns being there. If you could highlight, is there any regulatory concern seen at Shriram Finance, or is there nothing, whatever? I mean, if you could highlight the same.
There's nothing I should say specific to Shriram Finance. If you look at the regulatory actions or their suggestions have been always been trying to curtail consumption loans, and we have not been very aggressive on the consumption loan like a personal loan, where the end use of the application of money is unknown. That has been very small portion of our lending. Therefore, we don't really see any such specific to Shriram.
Well, indeed, the management sounding extremely confident. Shriram Finance stock at the high point of the day as we speak. But time to slip into a short break. As we do that, CNBC-TV18 celebrates 25 years of excellence. We invite you to the most anticipated event of the year, the CNBC-TV18 Global Leadership Summit, bringing together visionary policymakers like the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das, industry leaders like HSBC India's Hitendra Dave, Kotak Mahindra Bank's Uday Kotak, and trailblazing startup founders. This is where the roadmap for India's next 25 years of growth and global leadership will be charted. You don't want to miss out on this one.